Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my weekly trade recap. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit croaky. I'm slightly under the weather, so got a little bit of a cold, but that does not stop us from recording the trades for the week. So let's get straight into it. First trade of the week was actually on US 30. This was for the week starting the 2nd of February 2026. So this was actually on the Monday. So we just start off on the higher time frames actually, but coming into this, obviously, recently the stock markets have, the indices anyway, NQ, ES, US 30, they've been in this big old, I don't even know what this is, this just chop right here. And so I've been kind of mindful of my trades during these times, because once it kind of be easier if we're in a market that's kind of, trending in a certain way, but right now it's kind of just been back and forth in this chop. So I was cautious of that kind of going into this. This trade that we kind of took was kind of like in the middle to upper parts of the range. And so, kind of safer bet, I guess, in these ranging environments. And obviously fit my rules as well. So the hourly candle down here, we can come in, we can see this is quite a strong hourly candle. So this was obviously pre-market. We tapped into these hourly fair value gaps down here. I'm not sure if there's a 4 hour, no 4 hour, but we did kind of take out all this liquidity, tap into these fair value gaps, then push higher. And so that was on market open, so you can see we kind of took out all this liquidity, then pushed higher. Now, on the 15-minute, we can kind of see that price actually came back and even tapped into this this fair value gap here on the 15-minute as well. So we can see the price is clearly respecting bullish order flow, and so we can look for trades going higher. Now if we drop down to the 5-minute, we can kind of see as well that we're actually creating nice big fair value gaps here. So a lot of money is coming into this this market, and it's looking bullish. So I actually kind of missed this trade right here. So this was something that I could have taken. Obviously we have a 1-minute fair value gap right here, and we can kind of see that price on the 1-minute pull down into this smaller fair value gap, got a nice reaction off it, and on the nice reaction we also inversed the 1-minute. I think the 2-minute was also inversed on that angle as well, on that candle. So 2-minute gap up here. This was a great trade that I could have taken, but unfortunately I was just looking at a different market at the time. I can't remember what I was exactly looking at, but I ended up actually missing this trade here. We can get rid of that. But if we carry on the 5-minute, if we play price out, we actually get a 5-minute fair value gap here that's been formed just through these candles here, and on the 1-minute as well, we can kind of see that price actually manages to tap into this fair value gap, and then we get a really nice strong reaction out of it, and this was my entry. So inversing the 1-minute as well, and then if we play price out, kind of get a pullback, and then we get a massive push through the highs. Obviously, as usual, break even point at the highs here. And then if we play the trade out, we actually come down, take it. And I think we did actually start moving higher, which is slightly unfortunate. We came back here to tap it as well. I think overall on this day we did end up moving higher. Yeah, there we go. It was just one of those days where we got the bias correct that we did want to move higher, but the way price was doing it was kind of just choppy. And I guess as well, if we did actually take this trade here, I think we would actually have survived this pullback just here. So yeah, the entry would be on this candle, and our target 1 to 3. So we can actually kind of see this would have taken a while to play out, but yeah, if we play everything out, yeah, we would have actually hit this target as well. Slightly unfortunate, but it is what it is. Quite happy with this entry here that I took, which ended up being a break even. So yep, that was the first trade of the week. Now we can move on to the second one. Okay, so the second trade of the week was on gold. We actually had this massive move down here on gold. This was the move that also happened on silver that I discussed in my last week's video, but kind of got a good reaction out of here, and we kind of sort of started slowly forming this bullish structure upwards. I did think, I actually entered this position with lower risk just because of the volatility we'd seen, because even though we've kind of making this structure upwards, we've climbed above the 50 EMA. Equally, we could get a sort of move downwards to continue this sort of trend here. But I was pretty happy with the fact that I was thinking we could go a little bit higher. What kind of made me look more closely at this trade is obviously we've got this chop here on the 15-minute, but we do get a really strong candle close above these, and so this here is what prompted me to look lower, to see if we can try to catch this move up a little bit into all these moves up here. So yeah, that was on the 15-minute. If we drop down to the 5-minute as well, big gaps being created. This is something that I've kind of been noticing more, that when these big 5-minute fair value gaps form, this is quite a strong sign that if price does tap into them, then we're going to head higher if we get the confirmation on the lower time frames. Whereas smaller gaps I don't tend to like as much, but they can still be used. But these ones here I do generally really like. So yeah, monitoring price on the 1-minute now, we can see we actually get a really nice tap into this 5-minute fair value gap, and we get a really strong reaction out of it. And then obviously we inverse this gap on the 1-minute. Again, with my trades, break-even point at this high here. We get a move straight up, looking really strong, and then I actually get wicked out on this candle here. And yeah, if we play the trade out, this would have been a -1 if I did not go break-even. So very important, guys. Make sure that you do actually go break-even, because it can save you from trades like this one here, where you may have got the direction right initially, but price on the larger scale may want to pull back like it did here. So yep, that was trade number 2 for the week. Okay, moving on to the third and final trade for the week. So the week actually ended up being a break-even week, which is very, very nice. Neither won nor gained anything, won nor lost anything, sorry. So yeah, really can't complain with these break-even weeks. But yeah, if we look on NQ, obviously we're trending downwards here. This 1 hourly gap was respected quite nicely. If we have a look here, yeah, so the 1 hourly fair value gap was respected quite nicely before the market, and so definitely with these EMAs trending lower, we're kind of looking for more momentum to the downside. One thing to note on this one for me was, if we go to the 4 hour and kind of go back, there were these lows here that were actually, I think, Asia/London lows. Obviously from a very long time ago. I don't usually kind of take note of these things, but given the way that price actually reacted off this here, it's something that I'm going to take note of in the future. But and also because it was a high that was made, Asia/London, something to take note of. But yeah, if we kind of have a look at where my trade is, we'll go down to the lows in a second, but it is actually kind of around this area once price had already taken them. So yeah, that's just something to note. But going down to the 15-minute, obviously this is the hourly fair value gap. We get a push up, straight away move down, and then a really strong impulsive move lower. And then we take out these lows here, so we can get rid of those. But yeah, after these candles are put in, I'm kind of assuming that price does want to go lower, especially like the low of this candle here is going to get taken 100% pretty much. Well, not 100%, but with very, very high certainty. So yeah, dropping down to the 5-minute again, having these really big gaps made. Price is really strong, and it's a good prediction that we're going to go lower. So if we drop down to the 1-minute, we can see that price actually pushes up here, pushes up. I don't know if we actually don't hit a 5-minute gap. It doesn't always have to hit a 5-minute gap. It's just useful knowing it does. But we do get a really nice reaction out of the EMAs, and yeah, we get this candle here and then this candle here, and so yeah, I entered this trade here, inversing this 1-minute. Now we actually get a really strong push upwards, just survive this here, which is quite scary seeing this candle come in, but this nice wick here. So yeah, ended up going break even as soon as these lows were taken here. Also interesting to note that on ES, same candle took these lows, and so I actually went break even straight away on this candle here. And then if we play this out, yeah, it actually does end up coming back to take us out. So I'm really happy with that break even. And if we play price out, this low does get taken, which was the low of that 15-minute candle that I mentioned. before price actually reverses higher for the day. And I think in the PM session we actually started chopping lower downwards. So yeah, those were my trades for the week. Very happy with my performance this week. All break-even trades, followed my rules very nicely. Only thing that I missed was that US 30 trade. That could have been a nice win, but again, not too fussed about that. It's okay. I'm not going to catch every single move in the market. It's just impossible. Sometimes those things do happen. But yeah, very happy with how I executed these trades. Also, emotions-wise, came into each day with a very good, clear headspace. And yeah, I feel like overall the week was a very good week. So yeah, let me know if you guys took any similar trades, or if you took completely different trades. Let me know. Drop them down in the comments below. We can have kind of a discussion about how everyone's week went. And yeah, good luck for the next trading week. Tomorrow will be the 9th of February, so good luck for this week. And yeah, catch you all next weekend.